Okay, here we go. Back to my map with setup. I used the out-of-box pieces just so you can better see what it look like versus my painted pieces. I do have my facilities on here as I really don't have any cardboard ones to use since I used them all for a drawing a while back. So just really quick video. Just blast through this bad boy. If you remember correctly, I mentioned I used black as 5 chips and I used blue as 10. Ones are still gray and greens are still 3. But look at the size of Bessarabia. Bessarabia is pretty big. Everything fits in Germany and Western Germany with no problems. All the planes laid out. So you get the C-Zone 110. England, everything fits on there. It's no problem. I am going to make, let me grab a pointer stick or something. I am going to do a few changes to this map while I've been playing on it the last couple times. And what I'm going to do is the border here isn't that important. So what I'm, as far as, this is, oops, get the camera right. It might look a little weird for this to be smaller, but for gameplay, it's going to be smaller. So this border here, I'm actually going to bring down here, make this even bigger. I mean, it fits everything as it is. It already is bigger. Everything fits on there. But because I'm just going to bring the border to about here. That's one change I'm going to do. You can see the Gibraltar's nice size. All the northern Africa territories are a nice size. Transjordan is a great size. I don't know about your games, but our games get some action going on there. Leningrad is bigger, more circular, just to absorb more there. Let me see. You can see Saudi Arabia is way smaller, as I mentioned before, as Africa. Going over to Calcutta, this border here I'm going to change. There's a reason why I can't have it go out more, since more action is. I was just trying to be more of separating the board, as far as how it was originally, but I see no reason not to grow this out. So I'm going to do that change. And let me see here. There's one more change I wanted to do here. This is pretty much all the same. Like I said, the islands are different. They're all correct. The islands are their shape, even down to the islands such as these over here and Fiji. I mean, every island on the OOB map is pretty much wrong as far as what it actually looks like. But here in C-Zone 26, I'm actually going to move Midway way up here. I know it's kind of weird, it should be closer, but this C-Zone border I want to move way up here and cut across and adjust some of these up here. Just because there's a lot of ships go here in 26. Just make a little more room. Now we do use these plaques here a lot for our navies, but there's a reason why I can't make 26 a little bit bigger. Let me see here. I think that's the only couple changes I want to do. There was I have a couple edits to do as far as my artwork. Like here I have where is it? My border just went over just a hair. It's little stuff like that bother me. So I'll make sure that those are fixed before I release the file. Which will be, I know I said this weekend, it will be next weekend. I had a pretty big project I was doing this week for some custom renders for this game. and I got with Doug at Historical Board Gaming, who was going to produce those for me. So I had to get the artwork done. And I mentioned to him he's more than welcome to sell them if he wants, or if anybody wants them. I'm not sure if he will or not, or if he's just making me a batch and he's calling it done. I really don't know the answer. Okay, so this is the setup. Like I said, OB pieces. Honestly, it's the colors just really pop on this background. You see the chips well. It's nobody's camouflaged. So aside from those changes, I might add a few more cities. Quite honestly, I spent more time on the Pacific side than I did on the Europe side. The Pacific side just took a long time, just because all the islands and spelling errors and this and that. And when I got to the Europe side, I really didn't spend enough time on it. I think adding cities. This Pacific side has way more cities and stuff than the Europe side does. I was just kind of done at that point. So like I said, I had a few more. You know, it's no big deal. Now that I've been done with this for a couple weeks, going in and editing the file to tweak this and tweak that, it's no more than a couple hours worth of work with adding cities. But at the time, I was just burnt. You know, I was working on this every waking moment I had off of work. All right, well, I think I have rambled on enough. Next week, I'll have a video to discuss getting this file if you're interested. In addition to, I have some stuff to go over for the bloodbath coming up in September. So we'll have lots of stuff to go over on that. All right, guys, take care, and we will talk soon.